Adams notes, his great experience and abilities in military matters is of much service to us. Then Adams nominates him to be commander of the Continental Forces.
Resolved that a general be appointed. George Washington, Esquire, is unanimously elected, and that he will command...
It was utterly out of my power to refuse this appointment without exposing my character to such censure as would have reflected dishonor upon myself. I shall rely, therefore, confidently upon that providence which heretofore has preserved and been bountiful to me.
A year later, Washington is preparing ragtag Continental troops for battle. It is 21 years to the day since Washington witnessed General Braddock's stunning defeat in the first major battle of the French and Indian War.
I did not let the anniversary of the 9th of this month pass without a grateful remembrance of the escape we had on the banks of the Monongahela.
It is the same providence that spared him that horrendous day, Washington hopes, which will see them through the battle to come. Like Washington, many of these soldiers are veterans of another war, a war fought fervently on behalf of their empire, not against it. How unexpected, how ironic. Britain won the war for America, but in doing so, it unleashed passions that will lead it to lose America.
Gentlemen, a declaration by the representatives of the United States of America in General Congress assembled. When, in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands.
The history of the present King of Great Britain is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having in direct object...
inhabitants of our frontiers, the merciless Indian savages, whose known rule of warfare is an undistinguished destruction.
And that all political connection between them and the state of Great Britain is and ought to be totally dissolved.
That same month, at the forks of the Ohio, the heart of events for the past 23 years, colonial representatives meet with Gayasuta. He tries to assert Indian dominion over the land.
We will not suffer, either the English or Americans, to march an army through our country. I am appointed by the Six Nations to take care of this country. And I will.
And he tries. To maintain the independence of his people, Gayasuta needs a powerful ally. But the French are gone forever, and the British would abandon the Indians to their fate. Under President Washington, Americans forced the Indians off the lands that Gayasuta vowed to defend. In 1754, no one in America imagined that a backwoods territorial dispute would end up transforming the world. But the French and Indian War did just that. By eliminating France's empire in North America, by allowing British leaders to believe they could exercise power without restraint, by convincing colonists they had no choice but to resist that power. even to the point of revolution. And by depriving Indian people of the allies needed to help protect their land and their autonomy. No one expected any of this to happen, but by changing the face of the continent, the French and Indian War became the war that made America.
For more information about the series, an interactive timeline of the war, historians' commentaries, and classroom activities, visit our website at pbs.org. This program was made possible by Richard King Mellon Foundation, the Heinz Endowments, Eden Hall Foundation, National Endowment for the Humanities, and the following.